Here's Paul from rmpforex.com, and welcome to the weekly review of 4 major forex pairs based on Masterforex-V Technical analysis. As every weekend, we are going to take a look at 4 major pairs. That's EURUSD, British Pound, Australian dollar, and Canadian dollar against US dollar. Before we proceed, just click a pause button, guys, and take a look at this risk disclaimer. Just read through it, it is very important. Also have a look at these 3 points. It is also quite an important thing. My whole trading is based on those 3 points, and here in those videos I'm sharing with you part of my plan, which means that place here, the strategy. In those videos I'm showing you my strategic direction for upcoming week. So as usually, we will start with EURUSD. And if you remember last week during the last review, this is where we were. And I was saying that as long as this point, this new high is not broken, this pivot is still the pivot that is protecting this trend up. But once we broke through it, the pivot moved into here. And then after that, also we broke through this reference point, and the pivot then moved into here. So now the pivot is here. And if you are a member of the RMP Forex community Facebook group, then or if you're following me on Facebook, I was always letting people know live what is happening and where is the new pivot. So for now, as long as this pivot is not broken, the trend will proceed up, and I will keep using my trend following trading system, which was very successful last week. I could earn here some good money. On D1 time frame, you can see here how this pivot has moved into this place here. So as long as this pivot is not broken, this trend up will proceed. Right, so that's the area with EURUSD. Next pair is British Pound. British Pound was not so active. As you can see, this pivot is still the pivot that is protecting the trend up. We have this FZR, and also after this FZR up, we have the D1 trend phase up. And I am still looking at that pair as for going up. But the only thing is, this pair is kind of very passive with this trend up. So for this moment, I'm waiting until we'll break through this new high. So as long as we're below this high, I will stay away from this pair. But once we'll break through it, then I will start to use my trend following trading system. So, but for the long-term traders, this pair is still in a trend up. Australian dollar is in a really nice trend up at the moment. We will just start from the higher time frame. As you can see here, I was also telling you that in, last week. Here is the D1 FZR, and this one is the weekly FZR. So this pair is now in both in D1 and weekly trend phase up. And if we will go just to a smaller time frame, you can see here also that this trend here, this FZR, that's the D1 level, and that's the weekly level FZR. As you can see, the whole last week, this trend was going up, and also from H4 perspective, this is what I'm looking at. That's the FZR of H4. So I was quite successful with this pair last week as well, and it is really interesting pair now for me because it's going very quickly through its trend. And the reference point for me at the moment is this pivot here. As long as the pivot is not broken, I will keep using my trend following trading system, and I will keep keep looking up with this pair. Once we will break through it, this pair will then go into H4 flat face, but it didn't happen yet. At the moment, we have trend phase up, and this is what I will be doing upcoming week. Next pair is Canadian dollar against US dollar. If you are watching my reviews for the last 2, 3, or 4 or 5 weeks, you will see there, or you will remember that we're going with this trend down quite successfully for the last month probably. And if you remember also, first the pivot was here, and then it moved into here, and then it moved into here, and then here, 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 and at the moment the pivot is here. The last week was also quite successful for me with this pair. I could make some money from this trend down. And again, guys, trend is your friend. This is the moment where you can use that expression here. So for me, the reference point for this pair is this pivot. As long as this pivot is not broken, I will keep using my trend trading system. And once it is broken, then this pair will come back into a flat face, and then I will stay away from this pair once we will break through the pivot. From the higher trend or time frame, you can see here that we are dangerously approaching, dangerously for buyers, yeah, approaching this place here, this level. Once we break through this level, we will have an FZR of weekly, and then this whole trend will grow into a weekly trend down. For me, hopefully that will happen, because then I can earn even more money in that trend. I don't know the future, so all I can do is just trade the fact, which is H4 and D1 trend down. So that's it, guys, for this review. Hope this video gave you some ideas for upcoming week. If you have any questions, just post them in the comment section below. If you have any ideas or thoughts, feel free to post them as well. For those who are not subscribed to this channel, here is the button for you. Just click and subscribe. And I wish you good luck for upcoming week.